Hello and welcome to the 100th episode of Cutting Words. That's right, this is the 100th video I've made for the Cutting Words channel. And also the channel's been going for one whole year. So 2 milestones in one video. Isn't that amazing? And what a video is going to be. This video is none other than me filling in the 1D&D playtest survey for the expert classes. That's just how things lined up. So, riveting stuff ahead. Before we lunge into that, some other announcements. I have joined Questbook, questbook.nz. You want to check it out, the website there. They are a DM for hire business. And if you want to hire any of the great storytellers there, they've got all listed on the website there, and they run various events. I've been working with them quite a bit, running events at Spookers, the spooky haunted house attraction in South Auckland there. And this haunted house, we've been running various roleplay events, mega games and such. And it's been a lot of fun working with them on that. So if you want to check them out, that's questbook.nz. And as always, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel here. Really helps the channel grow. Keeps me at it, making these videos. We're currently at 431 subscribers at the recording of this video. Great stuff. I mean, it's huge growth considering we've only started a year ago. But I'm really looking forward to getting that number higher and higher. Ooh, maybe 500 by the end of the year? That'd be amazing. All right. So, playtest survey time. Let's get this up. So what I've got here, I've got the survey window on one half here, and I've got the actual playtest material, the latest document I covered in my last video, here on the other side, so we can quickly reference what we're discussing and talking about filling in this survey. Now, I did playtest this 1D&D. I had some friends over the other day, and we ran through the Dragons of Stormwreck Isle adventure. So we got that up. So I got to run through that. So it'll be a review video of that adventure coming soon. That'll be probably next up. A review of the latest intro adventure, Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. So I ran through that. So thank you, Chris, Nicole, Cameron, Rowena, and Ben for coming over and playtesting that with me, being great players, and formed an expert party since we had all the expert classes to try out there. So party of experts, quite amusing stuff. Yeah, we'll cover our thoughts on those. So let's start the survey. Okay. Yes, I agree. So as always, you get the survey up and the playtest material on dndbeyond.com if you want to do it yourself, which I recommend doing. So Wizards of the Coast know what majority of the community feel like the direction the rules are taking, and can design accordingly. All right. Next. So I must say, there's definitely some changes are made I'm not terribly happy about. So I'll let them know, as well as some I do like. So, yeah. Question number 1. Would you like to rate the material presented in expert classes? Yes, otherwise it'll be a very short video. But no, that's it. The video over. So yes, I would. What was the first edition of D&D that you played? 5th edition. That's it. I started at 5th. And who knows? Here do I remain? No. We'll move on to the next edition, etc. when those come out. But yeah. Okay. Which of the following classes have you playtested? All of them. We did them all. Well, I ran the game. Those classes took part in. Alright. How satisfied were you overall with the classes as presented in the article? Alright. So, overall, the playtest there found the Bard very dissatisfied. through seeing him playing, and I discussed that with the we had 2 bard players in that party, and to try out different things, and we definitely found the bard has lost a lot of what it could do before, like from spell list alone, because the adjusted spell list being a cut down arcana spell list now, which is missing some schools of magic. I get the bard up here. Where they got access to arcana list, but I can get divination, enchantment, illusion, and transportation. Conjuration being the big one they're missing, so that is a lot of their teleporting around spells. There was a few other spells that these bard players regularly liked and used that they no longer get access to. And then we've got the bardic inspiration that only had 2 a day, and man, especially those early levels, because we playtested levels 1 through 3. So those first three levels, because there's the levels for the Dragons of Stormwreck Isle campaign, and that, yeah, they definitely ran out of steam pretty quick there. The reaction part was pretty cool. We had a reaction use it, use inspiration to heal or buff a spell, buff a skill check or what have you. Much like the Artificer's ability, we kind of stole and put there, poor Artificers. But it is, yeah, only 2 though, and it runs out, and they don't really get more until 7th level when finally get short rest, and it just feels like Bard just kind of struggles a lot for those early levels at the very least. I feel like not until finally level 11 Magical Secrets comes online and they start to kind of come into their own a little bit, but until then it's a struggle. And don't get me started on the subclass, poor Law Bards, you know, cutting words. The namesake of this channel, where I got from the Law Bard, because the Law Bards were so good and so cool. I really like their subclass. Not anymore. They've been absolutely gutted. So anyway, overall, Bard very dissatisfied. Ranger. So Ranger, it's interesting. They made Ranger a lot better. However, Rangers aren't great until 5th level. Then there's nothing here. After 5th level, it's like, there's some maybe a few other interesting gimmicky things, but ultimately nothing really changes for you beyond up to level 5. You're multi-attacking, you get 2 attacks, you got your same damage, you're doing the same thing in combat every time. You might get a couple extra utility options going up here, but there's nothing really here, and there's not really much incentive to keep going in Ranger. It's extremely front-loaded. It is, I see a lot of people multi-classing, splashing this, maybe starting off as a level Ranger and moving on, because you get so much up front. They need to spread the goodies out more throughout the class and have it less front-loaded, and also need more goodies as well. The Rangers was very strong. I had 2.5 Rangers in my playtest, and yeah, they just destroyed encounters. The Hunter's Mark and all the attacks and everything. So strong. So yeah, I'm going to put dissatisfied. Right direction, but more work to do, just because it's too front loaded. They need to spread the goodies out, and there's no reason to go beyond level 5. It's ridiculous. So that, I'm a big Bard fan. I'm definitely disappointed about Bards. Also, I should mention as well, the players who played the Bards, one was a Tiefling who, you know, for Firebolt cantrips, so they can do a bit something extra, something they can do, because they definitely ran out of steam pretty quick, so at least I can cast Firebolt. And similar story with the other one, which was a Halfling who took the Magic Initiate Primal feat as their background feature, just for a bit of shillelagh action there. Alright, the Rogue. So we had half a Rogue, and they modern class as Ranger, because why would you not? Ranger's so good. But the Rogue hasn't changed that terribly a lot, apart from the big change, which is they can't sneak attack outside their turn. So you can hold, so you can't, you know, the biggest thing will be holding your action, because often the rogues go first, but damn, my team hasn't moved yet because my dex is so high. I got high initiative, but I can't sneak attack, damn it. And normally you hold it, in that instance, you would hold re-in-action for when a teammate is in position, and then you can sneak attack. So you got that whole team working going on, which you can't do now. As well as all those other features for other classes that can give rogues sneak attack outside their turn. So all those kind of teamwork activities no longer function, which I guess it could be a balancing issue, but I don't think rogues were that strong to begin with. And it just seems to discourage teamwork for some reason. So I am very dissatisfied. Because like, rogue was fine. It didn't need to be kicked down a level. Could have just left it alone. And with a lot of these, especially the Bard and the Rogue as well, because they shuffled some class features around here. I feel like a lot of these classes there, I'm bumping along to, don't really come online until mid-tier now. Before you can't, by level 5, my classes reached its, I can now pretty much do everything my class role is meant to do. But now I feel like with some of these changes, they're kind of shifting that up to be more, 7, 8, 9, 10, kind of around there is when you start to come, a little bit later, you come online. And apart from Ranger, which just caps out 5 for some reason, and there's kind of plateaus. Anyway, so let's move on to more questions. All right. Perhaps I should have saved some of this class discussion for the individual bits. All right. How satisfied are you with the elements of the Bard as in this article? All right, let's quickly scroll back up to Bard. Bard. Bardy Bard. All right. Rainy Bard. That hasn't really changed. Very bad? Sure. I mean, that's fine. I'll put satisfied. There's nothing revolutionary there. Multiclassing the Bard. That is fine. There's nothing much gained anyway. So I'll just put satisfied. Well, maybe dissatisfied. There's literally not much. I'm not even getting from multiclassing these days. One skill. I guess it hasn't changed. I'll just leave it satisfied. Bit bland. I mean, it's not much reason to multiclass Bard, I don't think. Oh, I guess actually, the Bardic Inspiration level 1 ability, if you multiclass it to a Bard later levels, could be alright actually, just for your action heal multiple times a day, based off the Bardic Inspiration proficiency, because proficiency times. Okay. Alright. I'll talk myself into it. I'll leave it on satisfied. Bardic Inspiration ability. Ultimately, I just hate how the pool's so limited. Like, I think I'd actually trade out the Amazing Heal ability, maybe move that later, or give it to the Lawbard subclass or something, because poor Lawbards. Maybe by cutting words, I don't know. And give me more inspiration die, please. Like, oh my goodness. I already have the old one back where I can spam it more. Like, having 2 and it's gone. Ugh. It's brutal. Or give it back me short rest refresh from the get-go. Like, having 2 for a long rest, and then finally at level 5, you get 3 per long rest, your efficiency bonus goes up. Then finally at level 7, oh my god, it's such a long time to go to finally get your 3 die you can get back on a short rest. Ridiculous. So I'm gonna put very dissatisfied. I'm very dissatisfied about this. Absolute destroyed Bard there, I felt. The reaction thing's kind of interesting, potential there. I do like the reaction kind of element of it, but I don't know how I feel about, reaction heals. I don't think reaction heals are necessary. I don't like this whole healing outside turn like that. It's strong, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't like it. I'd rather have just more inspiration dice, please. Thank you very much. Bards aren't, I mean, you don't normally play a Bard to be a healer anyway. You're like, let's do it. You're like, oh, yes. I don't really have a healing in the party. I suppose I can do it too. I suppose. I mean, I never played a Bard because I went, oh boy, I'm looking forward to healing. It's like, I guess I can cover the healing function of the party, I suppose. It's not playing a cleric or whatever. But I still want to be able to do all the cool arcane stuff. Yeah. At least that's how I found it. Alright. So, Bardic Inspiration done. Spell casting. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, spellcasting, they can change their spell list, which is cool now. However, there's a couple of things. Well, one, their spell list being changed completely to be this Arcana list with these different school limitations in here. Hate that. In fact, now that I know what they're doing with this Arcane list and Primal list and Divine list, I actually don't like it now. Are they gonna, because like what, when you're building a character like a bard, you just skim through the whole Arcane list, just finding the ones at the right schools? Are they gonna give us a list of like, these are the bard spells as a separate list? Or just go defend for yourself, or rely on D&D Beyond rather than the book? Yeah, and the bards lost a whole bunch of core spells that you used to always have, which were really good, and key to the class a bit there. So yeah, don't like that. I don't like the new kind of spell casting where you can only have so many spells capped at the number of spell slots you have. So like you got 4 level 1 spell slots, you can have 4 level 1 spells prepared, 3 level 2s, only 3 level 2s prepared, kind of more than that. You just fix to those slots, kind of same as slot levels, which seems unnecessary. I don't know why they got that limitation. Why restrict that flexibility there? So yeah, it's a weird one. Which also, yeah, it would mean having the option to prepare some interesting utility spells. You probably wouldn't, because you capped at certain levels of spells. And I don't want to, you know, take up my 5th level slot with that when I want to potentially have this available or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see why they did that. Long range changing spell list around, that's neat. I mean, it's fine. I found when playing classes that can change the spell list each day, I mean, if you very rarely change it, you recall spells anyway, and then occasionally, oh, we need water breathing for this next coming adventure, I guess I'll prepare that. But most of the time, you have your core list of spells with maybe a couple of spells you change out, but it doesn't happen very often. So yeah, that's fine. What, I can take it or leave it. So yeah, ultimately, that sums me up to, I'm not satisfied with the spell list, spell casting, what they've done to it. So very dissatisfied, I guess. I'm a big fan of going extremes. Yeah, don't like what they've done with it. Expertise, at level 2, I don't know why it's level 2 and when the ranger and the rogue get at level 1, and the ranger is also effectively a full caster at level 1 too, so poor bard. Why can't you have expertise at level 1? So yeah, I don't know why they went level 2 for that when the others get level 1, so I'm gonna put dissatisfied because their positioning of the expertise, I don't understand why they did that. Song of Restoration, which is just a weird way of adding more spells to their spell list for some reason. I don't know why that's ability rather than just having that in regular spell list, a bard spell list. So it's kind of like a nothing class feature. Maybe that's why they got expertise at level 2, because this feels like such a nothing class feature otherwise at level 2. So, oh great, I get access to some spells I used to have that got removed from my list because of the Arcana Primal Divine spell list dividing up our spells. Super strange. So I'm going to put dissatisfied because that just seems not a class feature, it's just correcting the spell list back. Alright, get the subclass, bard subclass. I'm having a subclass at level 3. Is that what it's referring to? What's it talking about? The subclass itself. Oh, that's right. Okay, it's just a general subclass. The law bards down here. Very good. So I am satisfied with subclass at level 3. Feat gained level 4. I am satisfied with that. Jack of all trades. Delayed to 5th. And only works for skills now. So it doesn't work for initiative or counterspell or dispel magic. Which I guess is correcting a loophole they had left open before, or I don't know what's going there. But also the man at level 5. It seems kind of late, I guess. Oh, it doesn't make too much difference, I suppose, being later. I don't know why they moved it later though. I'll put satisfied. Feels a bit late, honestly. Like, put that at level 2. Alright. Subclass feature, that's fine. I'm a big fan of bards, guys. And, which maybe, I don't know, maybe my first character was a bard. Law bard, and man, it's amazing. And, I don't know, maybe it's taking my opinion a bit here, but man, I just feel like they absolutely destroyed bards Poor bards. Okay. Font inspiration. Finally. Like, why is short rest, why is it so late? I'll put satisfied just because of positioning. I don't know. Feat gain, yeah, it's fine. Expertise. Who cares about expertise at knight's level? At that point, skill checks, getting those, high numbers on skill checks is not too much trouble at that point. Yeah, like I find skills less crucial. There you go. They're more, skill checks are more impactful early on, in my opinion. And there's big numbers. Expertise is expertise anyway. They're boost to that. Way more impactful early game. Late game, yeah, it's nice to have. So I don't know why they bumped it up so late. So again, dissatisfied. It's nice to have, but it's like, oh, could not been a bit earlier. Subclass feature, it's fine. Magical secrets, finally. But it's super late. You can switch it out, which is kind of interesting. But why is it so late? They delayed it by level, I guess, compared to the normal one. And it got the 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to satisfied. Satisfied. Subclass feature, sure, that's fine. Further magical secrets. So further magical secrets, 15th level. And you can't pick the same list, which is super weird. So you can't just get more arcane spells or something. Arcane spells. Alright, I'm going to go further. Super dissatisfied. We'll go feats, fine. Superior bardic inspiration, so their capstone ability at level 18. When you roll initiative, you regain 2 expended usage of bardic inspiration. Oh boy, that is, why not make the capstone really cool? See you later. That's real bad. Your feat level 19, sure, whatever. And epic boon. Oh, sorry. Epic boon. Woohoo, the epic boons are pretty not epic. Yeah. They're just not epic. So yeah, I'm gonna put, I'm fine with the epic boon, but yeah, there's no good epic boon options really. So I'll put that as dissatisfied. Alright, what have we got next? Prepared bard spells. This is their recommended spell list. Which they always lie. Don't listen to them. They lie. So I will put that on as I mean, it's nice to have a prepared list, I suppose. But some of the choices can be interesting. Spray. Why? Because it's fine early, but not really. I guess it's satisfied because I guess it's better not having it at all. Or people want a helpful spell list. Alright. Alright. So my big takeaways for here, I didn't want to write a novel. Bardic Inspiration, actually the word kept down there at 200. Can't write novels if I wanted to. Damn. Anyway, Bardic Inspiration pool is too limited. Feels like the bard doesn't come online until much later and struggles in early levels now. There we go. I don't know if they actually read these comments though. How many comments? They must get so many comments. Do they actually read them? I question that. Maybe some port intern at Wizards of the Coast has to correlate it into like a spreadsheet or something, I don't know. How satisfied are you with the elements of the College of Law subclass as in this article? Poor College of Law, what did they do to you? Those bastards, what did they do to you? Okay, so now they've got, so overall, very dissatisfied. Most proficiencies, they now tell you what proficiencies you have to take as opposed to just take 3 or whatever. Which I guess makes sense for law, get some law proficiencies, but why restrict flexibility like that? I'll just put satisfied. Cutting words. So cutting words cannot reduce damage is the big change there. So, and they can do ability checks and attack rolls still. Reaction reduce that. However, it cannot still working off the same limited pool. So when you get cutting words at 3rd level, you still only got 2 inspiration die to use a day. Oh my goodness. It's like, oh great, another use for my inspiration. I can't I don't have enough to use already. So this thing's super dissatisfying when you do unlock the ability, because you can't bloody use it. Especially with the healing feature, because I just hold off the healing feature because it's so strong. Which is a problem. So when one feature is so good, it potentially overshadows the others. So yeah, I'm gonna put this. I hate to do it. I hate to do it. Cutting words. The channel's namesake. I'm putting very dissatisfied. And I used to love that ability. My first, D&D character, my Lore Bard, and Hall of the Dragon Queen. I used to use cutting words all the time. I love that ability. And what have they done to you, Bard? What have they done to you? There's monsters. Alright. Cutting inspiration. So it's right. This is what the replacement for stolen magical secret spells. Oh my god. Which stays over cunning, you learn inspiration. Well, when any creature rolls your bardic inspiration die, the creature can roll the die twice and use the higher of the two rolls. What's that got to do with lore? Like, there's no extra magic secret spells or anything. There's nothing lore about it. It's such a disappointing feature too. I'm just very disappointing. What have you done? What have they done? What have they done to you? Why did they do this? Were Lore Bards such a plague on the game? Like, were people complaining online about how good Lore Bards were? I don't understand. They were such a fun class. Alright. So improve cutting words, 10th level. Whenever you use your cutting words feature on a creature, you can deal psychic damage to the creature equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die plus your charisma modifier. Woohoo! Have a pretty amount of damage for my very limited pool of die. I use it for that particular feature, but I've got the other good feature I want to use instead. Yeah, very dissatisfied. It's terrible. Peerless skill. When you make a ability check and fail, you can expend one of your precious bardic inspiration die and roll the bardic inspiration die and add the number rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into success. If the check still fails, the bardic inspiration die isn't expended. Well, I'll put satisfied on that one, I guess. Actually helps with lore, I guess. The 6th and 10th level abilities less so. Yeah. Why did you do this to Lord Bard? You monsters. Give back extra stolen magical secrets. There we go. Very helpful feedback, I'm sure. Alright, next. Poor Bards. What have they done? Okay. Ranger time. Ranger. Let's get the Ranger up here. So creating Ranger. That seems all fine. I was satisfied for creating a Ranger. Multiclassing a Ranger. Too good. It's too good. You get... you just need 13 index and wisdom, and you get the armor. You get the armor, you get medium armor, you get shield. You get spellcasting rounded up, like the Artificer. Get round up, you get some cantrips and things there. And of course you get the level 1 feature getting in there, which is you get some expertises, you get some favorite enemy. It's amazing. Very satisfied. It's too good. It's too good. What are you doing? Everyone's going to be a little bit of Ranger. Stop it. Expertise. Fantastic. First level, amazing. I'm very satisfied with Rangers against expertises at first level. It just makes sense. Favorite enemy. Why is favorite enemy not just a class feature? Why is it still a spell? Seems crazy. And it's super good. I'll put satisfied. So they're in the right direction, but I think there's still some work to be done there. Make a class feature, maybe bump it up a level. Level 2 or something. See the card commit to get it. Okay. Spellcasting. I'm gonna get a couple of get some spells there. They can swap out. For them, I'm satisfied with their spellcasting. Because Ranger spellcasting before was just real bad. So anything was better than what they had before. And it's a bit of a step up for them. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Second we get fighting style, which I don't know why they're so limited in the options there. So you're going to get archery, defense, or 2-weapon fighting. That's it. I don't understand why they can't just get the whole fighter suite. Like, is it that strong? Like, why? So I'm gonna put dissatisfied because I don't know why. I don't know why it's so limited there. All right. Next up we got the subclass. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, subclass level 3. I'm happy with that. Yeah, feat level 4. It's fine. Extra attack makes sense. Level 5. Yeah, subclass feature level 6. It's fine. Roving. Speed increased by 10 feet. You'll see a climb swim speed. Dissatisfied. Who cares? It's fine, I guess, if there's something good on the way up there. Feat level 8. Expertise level 9. Why is it so late? I'm gonna put very dissatisfied. Who cares about getting expertise at level 9? That should be earlier. Alright. 10th level, subclass feature, yep. Let's see, we've got the Tireless. So level 11. So at level 11 where like big spells come online, fighter gets their 3rd multi-attack, all that stuff. Ranger, their big thing is they get Tireless. Whenever you finish a short rest or long rest, you can give yourself a number of team hit points equal to 1d8 plus your proficiency bonus. Woohoo. Decrease exhaustion. If you're exhausted when you finish short rest, your level of exhaustion decreases by 1. That's terrible. Normally the whole party's getting hit by exhaustion altogether, or doing saving throws to get exhausted, and so likely you have other party members who are also exhausted, and you all just want a long rest and get rid of all the exhaustion. You just short resting and getting off, and everyone else still being tired doesn't really help terribly a lot there. And temporary hit points, there's a piddly amount of temporary hit points for a level 11 feature, and likely you'll probably have someone else in the party who can pump out temporary hit points anyway. That doesn't stack with this, so so very dissatisfied with that. Feats, sure, that's fine. That's all standard. 13th, Nature's Veil. You can invoke spirits of nature to magically hide yourself from view. As a bonus action, you can expend a spell slot and become invisible until the end of your next turn. Why are we eating into Rangers' limited spell slots all the time? I don't understand. Well, these class features that are basically, oh, you got the invisibility spell. Oh, okay. I got a level 2 spell as a bonus action. Oh, okay. Level 13. Oh my goodness. Satisfied. Subclass features, sure. That's fine. Your senses, your connection to the force of nature grants you blind sight with a range of 30 feet. Cool. I see a blind sight at level 15. Okay. I mean, if you're a range ranger build, that doesn't do terribly a lot for you. I'm gonna put satisfied. Feet. Yep. Pro Slayer. Oh, yay. Your Hunter's Mark does an extra 1d10 damage to its target rather than extra 1d6. Oh, hot damn. You finally, level 18, your big capstone is your 1d6 that you're doing. For your Hunter's Mark, you've been casting all the way since level 1. You're still casting that spell, I assume. Well, last year I do. You're a ranger. Now that instead of d6, does d10. Again, why isn't this a class feature? It's Hunter's Mark. And that's such a piddly amount. Make it 2d6 or something. Like, what are you doing? No one likes high level rangers apparently. What? See, I don't understand. I'm gonna put very dissatisfied. What a piss poor capstone there. Alright, and should be built more wow. I feel these level 18 builds should be big wows here, like be amazing. Peak Ranger. And same with the Epic Boons should be more amazing too. Because they're pretty generally bland and not very good. Like, I'd rather just take some regular feats rather than these Epic Boon feats. Which seems weird to me. I want to do that. Not epic at all. Anyway, so I'm satisfied with that. Epic Boon. I'm very dissatisfied with these Epic Boons. Prepared spells. What have we got on the prepared spell list? They're telling people to take. Kind of storm up, kill wounds, Hunter's Mark, speak with animals. Oh no, good berries. Okay. Searing Strike, Long Strider. Oh, Entangle Weather. Okay, there's definitely some good spells here. Not taking. I've got Pastoral Trace. I've got Pastoral Trace at least. There's something. And Hunter's Mark, which because of how the Hunter's Mark has been built, you have to take Hunter's Mark. Anyway, Smoke Growth. Okay, got some okay spells in here. Alright. I'll just put satisfied because, yeah, just to help newbies build a ranger. I'll just make a note that, there you go. So our ranger's too front loaded, too strong, and multi-class. There is nothing good for ranger after level 5. That's it. Like, once you reach level 5 ranger, get out now. There's no point sticking around. How satisfied are you with the elements of the hunter subclass as presented in this article? Alright. Overall, I don't think it was terribly exciting. Oh yeah, I'm dissatisfied. Hunter's Prey, so you get the theory wounded, heavy extra D8 damage. Woohoo! Once per turn. Yay! That's pretty satisfying. Not a very exciting feature. Okay, we got Hunter's Law, which is kind of interesting. Quite cute ability. I don't know why it's not a core class ability. You know a bit about the creature. Shame in so far D&D, maybe they'll fix some monsters up where they got a bit more immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. More vulnerabilities would be nice on monsters, so research actually pays off. Because not many monsters actually have vulnerabilities. So yeah, that'd be nice to have a bit more options there. That'd be nice. There's potential there. I'm going to put satisfied for Hunter's Law. Multi-attack. We can cast a spell. Again, using a limited spell slots here to downcast this and cast it out, which just does some damage and doesn't work with Hunter's Mark or anything like that. And I don't know, it's just bad. Why is it called multi-attack? You're not multi-attacking at all. This is bad. Very dissatisfied. Downcasting spells. Be worse. What? At level 10 too. Such a piddly amount of damage. What are you doing? Spirit Hunter's defense. When you are hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction, half the attack's damage, against yourself, and you can redirect the other half of the damage to one creature other than the attacker. You can see within 5 feet of yourself. Wow, it's like a worse Rune Knight Cloud Giant rune that they got at like 3rd level. But I guess you can do it every time you get a reaction as opposed to once for a short rest. But they get it at level 14. Okay. Sure. Oh, but satisfied. I don't know. Definitely, Hunter's definitely not the most thrilling of subclasses, is it? I'm just more ranger, I guess. I guess that's the point. They wanted to showcase it with the most core subclass. I feel like the subclasses had more flavor. Anyway, so what's this one? Oh gosh, where do I begin? Oh, I'm not gonna bother writing anything. It's just whatever. Oh, ranger. Next. All right. That's just the elements. The rogue is in the article. All right, rogue time. Rogue clock. Creating a rogue. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That's pretty straightforward. Multiclassing rogue. Multiclassing. I don't think you gain a lot. It's the same stuff. So yeah. Yep, that's fine. Haven't really changed much there. Expertise level 1. They've do skills. It can't do these tools anymore. But how they changed it is if you're sleight of hand and these tools, it's like you get advantage. I guess it's okay. Sure, I guess satisfied. All right. Sneak attack at level 1. So yes, this is where they've changed it. It has to be on your turn, so I'm gonna be very dissatisfied with what they did to that. Easy enough. Discouraging teamwork for some reason. Okay. Thieves can't. And you get extra language as well. That's right. You get thieves can't, and you get another language. So sure, it's fine. Cutting action. On your turn, you can take one of the following actions as a bonus action: dash, disengage, or hide. Well, with jump being an action now, in the rules. I don't know why I didn't get there's a connection too, jump. But oh well. So yeah, that's otherwise, well, it's the same. So satisfied. And you get a subclass at level 3, satisfied with that. That's no difference. 4th, get feat, yay. Uncanny dodge at 5th. That's the same, where you can see you can use reaction to half damage, it's fine. Subclass feature at 6th. Expertise at level 7, which is, well, I made it later by level. I think it's well, no, even more than that. It's like 1 and 3, I think, probably. But the other experts don't get their second expertise until 9. So I don't know. Rogues get it sooner because and evasion got bumped up for some reason to level 9. So yeah, again, I think expertise is a more impactful early game, less so late. So I'm going to be dissatisfied with that. Hit level 8, yep. Evasion, level 9. Oof, got to wait to level 9 for evasion now. Evasion's a very nice thing to have early on. With AoE things going up, popping off. It's been very nice. So I'm dissatisfied that got delayed. Because normally holding on to that, wanting that as soon as you can help survive. Okay. With your D8 hit die. Level 10 feet. You get extra feet. Level 10 still. Sure. That's good. Though, honestly, I'd sacrifice that. If that could somehow bring things down sooner. I guess it wouldn't. I don't know. Alright. Satisfied. Subclass feature. Reliable talents. At level 11. That's later than normal, I believe. When you refine your talents until perfection, whenever you make an ability check, this is one of your skill or tool proficiencies. You can treat the D20 roll of a 9 or lower as a 10. This is fine. I mean, that's what they get when you're also get a big damage bump and things. But they're getting sneak attack die up still. So sure. That's fine. Level 12. Feet, that's fine. Subtle strikes. Alright, this is a new one, I think. When you attack, you know how to exploit a target's distraction. You have advantage on any attack roll that targets a creature that is within 5 feet of at least one of your allies who isn't incapacitated. Pack tactics, woo! It seems very late to get that though. Very late. Like, you'd think by then you already got ways of getting advantage in the game. I mean, at the moment with all the inspiration running around during the playtest, man, you'd be off asking how if they don't have advantage, do you have advantage, because just every role has advantage all the time. There's so much inspiration flowing around everywhere, from natural ones giving inspiration, people being humans staying with inspiration, various other ways to get inspiration and advantage in the game. The game already had problems with lots of advantage floating around, and even more advantage might as well call it a 2d20 system, not a d20 system, because everyone was always rolling bloody 2d20s. So that is meh. Like, who cares? But satisfied. Yeah, subclass feature, sure. Slippery Mine. Which got a bump, which I think is a little bit later now, but we've got a bump to Wisdom and Charisma saving throws. Sure, I'll take more great saving throws. I'll just put satisfied. Got a feat at 16. Elusive, 17th level. You're so evasive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand against you. No attack roll has advantage against you while you aren't incapacitated. Sure, that's okay. But that's fine. A bit of a meh. At that level, 18, Stroke of Luck. So your capstone, your uncanny knack forces hitting when you need to. If you fail a D20 test, you can turn the roll into a 20. Once you use feature, you can't use it again until you finish your long rest. Amazing. That's a great tapstone. I'll have a crit, please. Oh, my sneak attack dice. Amazing. I'll put very happy with that one. That's more of a capstone. Alright. Got feet at 19. Sure. And then epic boons. Who cares? There. Alright. Yes, removing ability to sneak attack outside of your turn was a huge blow to the class. Discourages teamwork. Also, many of their early game features come a lot later now, when they are less impactful. House says value elements of the thief subclass. So the thief. This is a weird one. Overall, I'm going to be dissatisfied. Cost very negative, it seems, on this playtest. I didn't mean to. Alright. Let's see. Fast hands. So, what they do there? So, take the search action. Oh, great. And you can make a dexterity check, sleight of hand, pick a lock, disarm a trap. With these tools, or pick a pocket. Can't use objects as a bonus action. So, the whole medic rogue doesn't work anymore. And they can't do the jump action or anything with it either. So, what even do with that now? Who cares about doing these things as a bonus action? Boop. Dissatisfied. Second story work. Oh, you can your climb speed equal to your speed. So and you take jump action. You can make a dexterity check instead of a strength check. Okay. Meh. Supreme sneak. You have advantage on every dexterity check stealth you make, provided you aren't wearing medium heavy armor. I mean, you don't have advantage all the time anyway. Okay, use magical device. So you can attune to a fourth magic item and take that, artificers. Whenever you use a magic item property that expends charges, roll d6. On a roll 6, you use property without expending the charges, and you can use spell scrolls, basically. So, what I want to know is why this feel. I know they had used magic device in the original Thief, but I don't understand why this kind of class feature is not on Arcane Trickster, the kind of the magic-y rogue, right? It was on the Thief. It's just kind of randomly stuck on there, like early game, they're all about stealing things and jumping around and climbing and stuff, and then suddenly, oh, by the way, at level 10, I got this one-off magical item use class feature that's very different from everything else suddenly, and I feel like I could totally build a character around, using various magic items. I'm all about using magic items and things. Was what I might call it, artificer. Just using random stuff I've picked up and found. I feel like that class concept not coming online until level 10 is super late. So I feel like this should be part of the Arcane Trickster, or this should be a lot earlier. Like, we'll spread elements of this out earlier throughout the subclass, because it's just super late for all this to come online then. Anyway. So that's dissatisfied. And you can take a second bonus action on your turn. What are you doing with extra bonus actions? It's going to do with them anyway. Very dissatisfied. So, why isn't the use magical device on the Arcane Trickster subclass, aka the Magic Rogue? Also, it comes way too late to be built as a character concept of I use lots of gimmick magic items. Needs elements of it to appear earlier in the subclass. Alright, it's Rogue. Next. Alright. Do you use feats when playing 5th edition D&D? Oh my goodness. Wow, this is a lot. Let's quickly power through this. Yes. Oh, okay. Always. Which of these feats? Actually, no. There's one game I don't, but I'm gonna put always. Which of these feats have you playtested? Gosh. I'm going to say. To remember what ones they used. So we didn't at Blue School. Why is it called a feat? Whatever. It was nope. Didn't use any boons because we did low level. It was I don't know what fighting styles I used. Defense, archery. I think what's those do, and then it was lightly let's see. Oh, we didn't get the 4th level though, so a lot of these actually they use a lot of level 1 feats. This is only including the level 4 feats. Okay, we didn't actually try a lot of these level 4 feats yet. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, has to vote over the elements of the feats section as presented in this article. Alright. It's fine. Actor, it's fine, I guess. Athlete, still meh. Charger, meh. Let's see, it was... I'll get these feats up, actually. Woo, there's the feats. Okay, crossbow expert. Gosh. That's all. It's fine. Oh, there's so many feats. I think we're just gonna... We don't want to be here all day. Okay, then this is duelist. Still bad. Dual wielder. Bad. Durable. It's fine. I'm going to edit. Fine. I'm just going to put very dissatisfied on all these epic boons. Because they are overall pretty bad. It's fine. Satisfied. Dissatisfied. Alright. Alright, grappler. I think that was fine. Great Weapon Master. I'm actually happy with the Great Weapon Master changes. Heavily armored. Looks amazing. But I think it's fine. Sorry, not heavily armored. This is heavy armor. Oh. That one. I feel like let's just combine heavy armored and heavy armor master together. Satisfied for that one. Sparring leader. I think it was fine. Key mind. I don't like what they've done to key mind, and getting rid of the ribbons. I don't like oh, you remember everything past month and you know which way is north. I like those random features they had in there. They got rid of it and got this stupid study action bonus action thing, which I don't like. I don't like those at all. Which we'll get into that when they ask me questions about the rules section. So dissatisfied. Lightly armored is too good. So dissatisfied because every wizard is going to start in mid armor and shields now. It's ridiculous as a background feature. Rage Slayer. Having legendary is pretty cool. Medium armor master. Still a bit meh. Mountain combatant. I think got nerfed still. So no. Observant. No. Paw master. Yep. Yeah. So note these rankings aren't all about how good or bad they are. It's also about balance and like their fun ratio and like where they are. Like some seem I'm ranking low because I think they're too strong. Too powerful. So I feel is a bit right. Is good place. I'm getting mid to high tier here just because I think they're well balanced and good. If they're going quite low, it's because they're either too strong or too weak. That's what's going on here. It's not like a power ranking system doing here. Resilient. Still solid. Very boring but solid. Ritual caster. I don't know what they're doing with ritual casting now. Why would you even bother? Sentinel, good. Sharpshooter. It's fine. Shieldmaster, fine. Skulker, nah. Speedster. What they do to again? I think they seem weird to it. 16 feet. Well, you aren't wearing heavy armor. Take this section. Different terrain. That's right, they nerfed mobile for some reason. The reason why you take the class. Free disengage. Nah. Bad. Spell sniper. It's fine. Warcaster is too good now. Is it dissatisfied? It's too good. It's too good. First step up on it. What are you doing? Weapon training. It's pretty bad. Cool. Alright, so feats will require major rebalancing compared to each other. Some feats I can see will just dominate as the go-to choices. And when you go a feat that's always the go-to choice, it's a bit of a problem. It's like the old Sharpshooter and Great Weapon Master, which a lot of my games I play in and run, they've been either banned outright or restricted to high levels because just always the go-to choice because it's so good. So let's see. Anyway, I don't see why every wizard isn't starting with light armor training. So look, I got wear medium armor and shield from level 1. Sweet. And then picking up Warcaster, which gives you a step up to you. I mean, cast a stat and then advantage on concentration checks and cast spells. Well, with a weapon and shield at level 4. Some feats are still just plain bad and need a bit of a boost. All right, there we go. Next, how satisfied overall with the spell list, as we did in this article. Very dissatisfied. I don't like what they're doing in the spell list. Like, what are you doing? I'm not a fan of the overall generalization of the spell list. Easy access to core class spells are not available to other classes, while some classes suddenly lose access to core spells they had before. I don't know what benefit doing this gains. So here we go. Oh, how satisfied with the elements of the rules, glossary sections presented in the article. All right. Rules. Wonderful. Rules. Spell list there. Rules glossary. So many rules. Oh my gosh. This survey is so long. It's so long. Okay. Rules glossary. Fully check. Oh my gosh. So many rules. All right. Okay. In the interest of time, I quickly went through and ticked some boxes. All right. So the big takeaways from all these different rules changes are: I'm not a big fan of the spell lists, like the hacking spells, divine spells, and primal spells. I don't like the generation of spell lists. What that's kind of happening there. I don't like heroic inspiration. It's just too much advantage in the game. It's just too much advantage. Everything is a double 2d20 test. Just crazy. And I don't like the new guidance spell where you can, it's a cantrip that you can use once a day now on something. You get a very limited number of cantrips you can take. And so you kind of want to coordinate, so one person to play has it, I guess. But yeah, I don't like the fix they did there for guidance. I can understand why they did it, but I think there could have been better ways they could have handled that. It's a bit clunky now as well. You need to remember if you've been guidanced or not before today, especially if that day's been over multiple sessions. Anyway, heroic is inspiration. The influence action, I'm a big fan. I'm opposite a big fan. I'm not a big fan of it. How it kind of simplifies roleplay to like, I can see it as like, I guess okay for newbies who don't know about this whole roleplay thing, and so like, oh look, I managed to get them down from a different hostile category to indifferent or whatever, or indifferent to ally category by rolling my persuasion check or whatever. I, as a heavy roleplay background, prefer having it more of a gradient and kind of like, just roleplay, draw my astral ability check in there, see how that roleplay is going, how they're taking it, and it'll be a gradient scale rather than just fixed categories of that. I can see it as a helpful indicator maybe for newbies, but also could train them to be very rigid with that. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And similar vein, I'm not a big fan of the bundled up all those different various skills with search and study actions. They've kind of moved a lot of investigation things into perception, and so perception is even better. They use perception to find hidden things as opposed to investigating around for loot and things. They seem to have shifted that there, so there's a lot of perception checks. Investigation is definitely not as strong anymore. And yeah, I don't know why they bundled them up. Those actions, it seems quite strange. I do like the study action where they got the table of like what various creature types and things fall under the various skill categories. That was cool. I want my reference guide like that. It's helpful advice, but the actual search and study actions, I don't see why they need to be bundled like that. Okay. Like this whole 1D is being building a lot of containers. They got different expert class and warrior class and mage class, priest class containers for everything. Those 3 different classes and those 3 different class containers. You got different action skill checks in the containers, different magic lists on containers. There seem to be like this whole edition's about putting things in containers and boxes for some reason. So I don't know. I think still helps simplify things. I don't know, could be just, feels a bit more confusing than that. So there's that. Not a big fan of ritual casting. It's been a general thing. If you've got the spell, you can ritual cast it. I feel like I'm interested to see what the mage playtest looks like, because I feel like sorcerers, I don't see why you'd play a wizard over a sorcerer. Sorcerer, it seems amazing now. They actually the same spell as a wizard and can got meta magic and they can ritual cast and okay. Anyway, we'll see what that looks like. Because there may be some other changes going on we don't know about yet. A lot of guesswork with these playtests and we don't have all the info. And I'm not a big fan of the unarmed strikes. Like during the playtest, I ran up with some kobolds to try and unarmed strike, shove someone off a ledge. And I was like, well, I got a bunch of kobolds all having a crack at it. One of them happens to hit your AC. I guess you fall back 5 feet off the edge of the ledge and just instantly die, I guess. No save. Fortunately, kobolds rolled pretty trash and didn't land the hit. But it seems, yeah, very easy to potentially pull that off. It seems very, like, ledges are super deadly now. There's no contested check, there's no save to do. You just get shoved when I hit your AC and off you go, which seems very strange to me. So yeah, I think more work needs to be done here with this unarmed strike stuff going on with the shove action and grapple actions. Anyway, so that's that. Alright. How satisfied with the elements of the ability check as presented in the article? Oh gosh, they're going through different elements up too. Okay. We're just gonna speed cut through these, I think, because we kind of just did talk about the various things. So, yeah. Okay, we'll cut through this. That's it. Oh, okay. So just skimming through those rules, we've reached the end of the survey, and that's it. Huzzah. So yes, that's the 1D&D playtest survey. You can get to that on dndbeyond.com if you'll fill that in yourself. Put a bit of time aside because it does take a while to get through it, especially when I type in lots of comments. It takes a while. My overall feelings so far about the 1D&D playtest. Let me just get myself up on the big screen. My overall feelings for the 1D&D playtest is I'm definitely liking what the direction they're going with the feats. Still need some lower rebalancing there, but overall I'm pretty happy with the feat situation, what they're doing there. The right direction, I feel. So for the classes is a bit hit and miss. I feel like they don't need to change too much with them, but they're kind of mucking around with them a bit, and I'm not liking everything I'm seeing there. And I don't like all these boxes they're doing. Like, I don't know, like, unless it's potentially beneficial to help new players in the game, but I don't know, that all these boxes they're making for spell lists and classes and everything else, I don't know if that's going to be that helpful, but we'll see. Still early days of the playtest. But just see what comes out next and see what things are going to tweak. No doubt things will change. I imagine Heroic Inspiration will probably become an optional feature rather than an ongoing mainstay, back like it used to be. Because yeah, there's just so much inspiration in this game right now. It is crazy. So they really need to cut that back. There's just too much inspiration, too much advantage, easy advantage. It's too easy to get. And because advantage is huge. Anyway, I think that's enough talking from me for one day. So until next time, I'm Brad Thompson, and this has been Cutting Words. If you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can see these videos pop up on this YouTube channel on the regular. There we go. All right, 100 videos. Let's go. 100 more. All right. Okay. Catch you later. Happy gaming, and see ya.